No, I didn't forget that I scheduled this, Eric. Oh my goodness gracious. Hey everybody, welcome. Happy Monday and welcome to the Flipside. I'm Sam, your regularly scheduled host, and we are going to just be shooting the breeze here for a little bit here this afternoon or evening, wherever you might find yourself. Tom is here. Good to see you. He sees everything. That is right, Al. Everything is within my scope of realization. Vanessa says, good evening, everyone. Just finishing up dessert. What? I know you wrote dessert. I get it. I'm going to be very dutiful and try not to spill my coffee today. But driving now, very good. Lewis, stuck in Austin traffic. Happy doodly diddly. All right. Love being stuck in traffic. He says he did enjoy the master class in poop talk. That's the way to go right there, man. Tom is here as well. I think I said hello to Tom. If I didn't, hello, Tom. Hello, Tom. Oh, man, it has been a day and a half. I began the day just doing some editing. I put together a little short video. Again, there's not a whole lot of stuff to record at the game night, usually because I'm either teaching a game or I'm running a game, so I don't have a lot of time to do a whole lot of filming, but I did, kind of break away from some games at strategic moments, and got to shoot some video at our last game night, our summer hangouts game night at our church, and then the following morning on Sunday, I just shot a little bit of footage of around the church, in between the second and third service. So I put that video together. It came out to like 5 or 6 minutes. It's really kind of short. So that's going to be coming out on Friday. So y'all can check that out. Maybe Thursday. I haven't scheduled it yet, so we'll see. I haven't uploaded it yet, but we'll see. I just finished editing it this morning. So that's going to go up pretty soon. So, cool beans. I forgot where I was going with this. The poop talk was highly entertaining. Of course it was. Poop talk is always highly entertaining. Did you all see that Barnes & Nobles has Cosmic Hunters or Comic Hunters? Yes, I did see that. And I would bet almost anything that was a mistake on Barnes & Noble's part. Unless Spin Master just gave them the date, I would imagine Barnes & Noble messed that up. But again, Barnes & Noble is a good company, and I know that the person that's in charge of their board game departments in their stores and the one that's like curating purchasing games and all that kind of thing. I know that she is a board gamer, or at least a gamer, and so maybe it wasn't. Maybe they said week of GenCon it can be released, but we'll see. I did see that somebody picked it up at a Barnes & Noble. Yeah, so that's pretty big news. That's probably going to be a pretty big game. A lot of people are really interested in that. JT has told me that is the one game that he wants me to come back from GenCon for him. And so, I don't know. We'll see. Spin Master is probably going to get rocked. And I'm not going to be able to stand in the line for very long. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it, because I'm going to be working at a booth as well. So, maybe I'll be able to get in before the hall actually opens and snag a copy or two. But I can't, I don't know, we'll have to see. Good job, Sam. Thank you, sir. From Saturday. Yes, from Saturday. That is correct. Timon 62 What is it? Yeah, 6219. Hello, good to see you. Sundancer Girl is here. Hello, good to see you. So good to see you. Hello, hello. Tom V played that game in Brazil, I believe. Well, isn't that special? No, it is. It's pretty cool. I know he really, really wanted that to be a Dice Tower Essential, but it didn't work out. Good for Barnes & Noble on that great marketing. Yep. Oh, Sundancer Girl is Maribeth. Oh. Why did you change your name, madam? All right. Yes, and if you haven't been in a Barnes & Noble in a while, I would encourage you, go check out their board game department because it has it has gone through an overhaul. And I think it is largely due in part, blah, blah, blah. How else can I be verbose? Let me count the ways. I think that's largely due to the fact that they have a gamer in charge of that arm of their procurement departments or what have you. The last time I was in a Barnes & Noble, it was over in Spokane, and their board game department was better than most board game stores. So, and I've been to a lot of good board game stores, so that's saying a lot. Now, it's not better than a lot. Well, maybe I said most. I shouldn't have said most. It's better than a lot of board game stores. Most of the board game stores that I've been into, they're still better because it's so, it's more targeted. But the selection at the Barnes & Noble board game department, the last time I was in there, stellar. I mean that with every ounce that word can carry with it. It was very well done, especially for a mass market, like department store level board game department. I mean, it blew Target out of the water, blew Walmart out of the water. I mean, not even close. That's how good it was. And so if you haven't been in a Barnes & Noble, check it out. You speak good today, Sam. Thanks, Eric. Coming from you, I take that as an insult. I'm sorry, dude. I gotta throw you some shade, bro, because you throw me some shade. So there you go. The closest one to us is almost an hour away. Might be worth it. Might be worth it. I'm just saying. Because I'm pretty sure Comic Hunters is probably gonna do very well. I don't know that it's gonna sell out. I'm not that kind of doomsdayer, FOMO, preacher or anything like that. But if you want to get a copy of it, and you know that it's an hour away, that might be worth it. Danny wants me to pick one up for him also if I get there. Well, there you have it. I have 2 locations within 15 minutes. Well, la-ti-da, Vanessa. Nearest one is 100 miles. Probably not worth it. Unless you drive incredibly fast. I don't know. Well, it's primarily a bookstore, and today's board game rule books are novels. Some of them are. You are not correct. You are not incorrect, rather. Today I played a demo of a game that has a 60-page rule book. Now, I'll look through the rule book, and the base game rules are only like about 20 pages of that, 20, 25 pages, something like that. A lot of illustrations, a lot of how-to diagrams and that kind of thing, but the rest was like different modes of the game and different kinds of scenarios that you'll go into, FAQs, all that kind of stuff. So it's not, I don't think, you know, in retrospect, it's not that big of a deal, but I don't read rule books very well. So I was very happy to get a demo of this game. It's called oh man. First word is Frontier. I know that. I gotta look it up. I'm a very picture driven person, and I forget names often. So usually, if I've played a game and I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, I've played that game before. If somebody just tells me the title, I'm like, I don't know. I can get it's in my email though. Hold on. Gosh, where is it? Come on. That's not email. There we go. That's email. That's email. Terminus Frontier. That's what it was. Terminus Frontier. That's funny because I just got through playing Terminus last week, and so that's why I was having trouble remembering that Terminus word, because I just played Terminus from Inside Up Games, and I was like, no, that can't be part of the name. But yeah, it's Terminus Frontier, and it's a completely different game than Terminus. So it's really cool. Sound of Silence? Yes. Talking is hard for Sam today. The struggle is real. Was it the campaign for North Africa, the Desert War? No, it was not. Now he's short-circuiting. You guys are crazy. Dumb look on his face as I think. I always have a dumb look on my face. So I was born with it. But Terminus Frontier was fun. Got to play it with the designer. Demoed it for me on Tabletop Simulator, and we had a good time. It's a fun little demo scenario. It's a campaign-based game where you are a bunch of bounty hunters, basically, trying to run down these different leads and jobs. But there's a undercurrent of a story that's going on as well. So that's what the campaign. That's how the campaign is structured around that storyline. But then they also have ways for you to play each scenario that's in the campaign as a standalone, which I thought was an amazing idea, because a lot of people steer away from campaign games because they're not sure that they're going to be able to finish the campaign. But when you say it's a campaign game, but you can play each scenario standalone if you want to, you don't have to play the whole campaign. I think that's a genius idea. So, new serving opportunities. All right, we're going to get to that later. Jesse is here. Talking is never hard for me. Wants to be one of those things I'm very good at. Not sure I need another campaign game until I get through some of the ones I already have. Matthew Rose is here. What's up? What's up? Looking forward to seeing you at the Ops booth. Do that, man. Gonna be there. Gonna be there. Yep. Jesse is here. So that's cool. So that's what I did this morning. I finished up editing that video and then fixed breakfast for one of the kiddos, and then went directly from that into that demo session of Terminus Frontier. So it was a good morning. Then I took a few hours off and went to a local hardware store and picked up some stuff, and then went and took Jess a tea, and took me and my youngest went to the range and did some pew-pewing with the firearm. I'm trying to look for a word that's not going to get canceled. firearm that my grandpa had. And so he wanted to go try it out, and so we did that. And picked up a box from JT's front doorstep. JT's out of town right now, and so one of his Kickstarters got delivered. So we're going to unbox that later on with his permission. I'm not being a jerk. He said I could unbox it if I wanted to. Let's see here. Some of my friends will be at GenCon, but not me. So sad, Vanessa. You going over to SeaTac tonight? No, not tonight. I'll be doing that tomorrow night. And then my flight leaves Wednesday morning early, like 6 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. Sorry if you already said this, but what is your #1 anticipated new game this year at the con? Well, I do have a... well, let me see. I've got my notebook over there. Hold on. I know I shouldn't leave the camera. I'm sorry. I do have my... top 10 games to purchase. And I think, let's see, top 10 games to purchase. 2 of them I was already able to purchase at Origins, the Manhattan Project War Machine and Expedition Northwest Passage, the HMS Terror Edition. Can that name get any longer? You know, I really don't have one that is... really don't have one that is like one that I am super looking forward to, like super duper looking forward to. I will say that I really want to a couple of games that I really want to demo. One of them is Luthier from Palverson Games. I really want to demo that one. I really want to Wandering Galaxy. I really want to try that. That's a new Crossroads game. So I really want to look at that one and see what that's like, Wandering Galaxy. So Luthier, Palverson Games, that's going to be booth 2151. And then Wandering Galaxy, Plaid Hat Games is 2221. So that might be one of my days. How to Save a World looks really interesting as well. Worker placement, deck building, nice artwork and graphic design. So and that's going to be from Burnt Island Games in booth 2004. Defenders of the Realm, they have a Legends edition that's coming out from Flat River Group, Greater Than Games. So it's a deluxe edition, and I know I already enjoy the game. So I want to take a look at that as well. That's going to be booth 1321. Richard Lonius is the designer of that, and really enjoyed his games over the years. Canopy Evergreen is one that I want to demo. Weird City Games. That's going to be that booth. It's got Vincent Dutrait's artwork in it. And so Pacific Northwest theme. So booth 2956, that's one I'm going to look forward to checking out, hopefully. Open Drafting, Set Collection, Push Your Luck. It's right down my alley. So those are ones that I want to demo. Just kind of the ones that those are probably the ones that I'll narrow down to if I can't get to some. As far as things to pick up, I'm going there with a kind of a restrictive budget, just because. And so I think I'm probably going to stick to the lower priced ones. So things like Printing Press from Portal Games. Lucas Wozniak is the designer. I've really enjoyed his stuff in the past, and Portal Games is a solid publisher. So $35 for a game, that's probably going to happen. Bang the Dice Explosion. I gave away my copy of Bang the Dice game in a recent prize from the Tuesdays. But I did that anticipating that I was going to be buying this. So that's one of the ones that I'm really going to go try to check out, try to purchase. Loot, Loot, from Gigamic, is another one I'm going to try to look up, try to get. It has got a Norse theme to it, tile placement, worker placement, with different types of workers doing different things. So those are the ones that I'm probably going to go and get. So printing press, loot, and Bang the Dice Explosion. Those are the ones that are highest on my list. And then the Cascadia Roll Flip and Rights, those are ones that I'm going to go check out as well. And then Tiny Towns Architects. Our family really likes Tiny Towns Architects, so that's going to probably be one I try to go pick up. But those are all on the lower end of the spectrum as far as money is concerned. 30 to 35 bucks is what all of those. Well, actually 25 to 35. That's the window that I'm really going to try to stick to this time. The Mandalorian Adventures, Corey Konezka. I really am looking at that one, but that's 50 bucks, so we'll see. I don't know. Let's see here. Early flights are brutal. It's okay. It's not a big deal. I can get up. Mine leaves at 8 a.m. and I am dreading it. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, he's not a morning person. I get that. I'm not a morning person either, but I can get up if I have to. I can function, I guess.
I join you?
What are you doing here? Yeah, you can come in and join. This is our guest speaker for the day.
Ooh, I'm a guest speaker? That's
Yes.
pretty fancy.
That's a guest speaker. Strider is here. Yeah, Strider. Whenever Mama comes home, Strider gets off the walls, bangy, weird.
You gotta scooch over. Yeah, I got
there you
no
go.
room here.
All right, yeah, no worries, no worries.
Hi, darling.
So, hi. She's got home. That's one of the reasons why I scheduled it later today.
So we could be together?
Yeah. Let's see here. Eric says, just got Alma Mater. What a great surprise. Dual layered player boards, great little plastic books, phenomenal insert, good rule book, all for 20 bucks. Huh, okay. I've never even heard of that game. Derek, Derek, hello, good to see you. He says, Sam, do you find hot games like Comic Hunters are sold out after the first day of GenCon? Or do companies hold back copies for additional day sales? Do people rush to get these games first thing? People do rush to get them first thing.
I've seen it.
More often than not, companies are holding back copies of games than they used to. They did not used to. They used to try to sell out as much as, as fast as possible. But some companies are getting wise and they've realized that they can keep sales pumping if they hold back copies, because instead of people coming to their booth on day one and then they have an empty booth for the rest of the convention, they have people coming back to their booth every day. So a lot of publishers will hold back copies, but I can't promise you that all of them will or do. I think it's a good practice to do that. It also helps people that, for example, if you only bought a Friday, Saturday pass,
Right,
and they sell out on Thursday,
you can't get anything.
So to kind of guard against that, and really to try to probably guard against a humongous rush on one day, they're holding back copies. So some publishers do, some publishers don't. I've already bought Fate Forge to pick up at the con, but my number one to buy there is Rock Hard 1977.
There's somebody in the chat that I'm supposed to look for. This person just texted me.
Oh, they texted you?
Yes, it's somebody who I know. Mary Beth.
Who? Oh, yeah, she changed her name.
She changed her name.
Sundancer Girl.
Yes.
So I'm like, whatever. Little trying to be, what is the word? Trying to be incognito.
I know who you are.
Yeah. She said it's Mary Beth.
I was driving home and she said, "That's my username." And I was like, "I'm on it."
Stefan is here. Good to see you, Stefan. Welcome from the other side of the pond. Everybody says hello to Strider. Strider's laying down.
Yeah.
Will you be doing any work with the Dice Tower at GenCon or just Love Thy Nerd? I'm going to be there with Love Thy Nerd. I'm doing one of their...
You broke him again, you guys. I don't know what is going on.
Doing one of their announcements for their awards. The Dice Tower Awards.
Cool.
Doing one of the announcements for that.
That's great.
So, yeah.
I
But I don't think I'm doing anything else. Like, I'm going to be at the Ops booth, and Tom said that that's like right around the corner from where the Dice Tower booth is. So I'll probably see them a lot, but I'm not really doing anything for... I'm going to the convention with Love Thy Nerd, not the Dice Tower. Vanessa says, check out Noonattack. You're building an ice pyramid, and there's also card drafting and set collection. I have seen copies of that floating around, and it does look interesting. Okay.
Yes, it's cold. I'm sitting closer to you. I'm gonna have to go get my blanket.
Go get your blankie. Go get your blankie.
I know.
Would you like to suck your thumb too?
I was never a thumb sucker. My sister was the thumb sucker. I was not the thumb sucker.
Are publishers motivated to provide you free copies of their games since you are a visible Dice Tower reviewer and have your own channel? I don't know. Honestly, I do not go to publishers and say, hey, I'm with the Dice Tower. Can you give me a free copy of a game? I don't do that because I'm just part-time, and more often than not, Tom has somebody going to get review copies for the Dice Tower on their own, and I don't want to step on those toes because that's not my place. So the copies of the review copies that the Dice Tower is going to get and take back to the Dice Tower, those I don't infringe upon that at all, and I won't. They do send out. They have like a spreadsheet of games that they haven't gotten to and don't think that they're going to get to, and the part-time contributors can request games off of that list. So I am not going to go to a publisher and say, hey, Sam with the Dice Tower, and can I get a free copy of a game? I don't do that. Secondarily, I also don't expect people, Dice Tower aside, I usually don't expect publishers to give a review copy of a game to a channel that is as small as mine. There are much bigger channels where a review copy given to them would be much more worth their time and effort, and basically taking a hit, not being able to sell that game. So I usually offer to buy the game. I use the business credit card for that. But those, I usually don't go in asking for a review copy. Some people who recognize me and know me from me working with them in the past, they are willing to give me a review copy, but I don't go in expecting it.
And we are grateful.
Yes. Yeah. I don't go in expecting it though. Hi, live Jesse. Welcome to the party.
I know.
How many days do you need to see everything at GenCon? Can it be done in a day? Nope.
No, it's big.
Nope. You cannot see things in a day. You cannot see everything in a day. Well, you might be able to see everything that you specifically are interested in.
If you have a very specific list.
You can get everything done in a day. But there's so much there. There's so much there. If you go to Gen Con for just one day, you're going to miss a lot. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to consume everything that Gen Con has to offer. But I would dare say Exhibitor Hall alone, if you just stuck to that, you're probably talking about 3 out of the 4 days. And what I mean by that is you are actively going to a lot of publishers and you're demoing their games and you're trying out a lot of stuff and you're going to get the stuff that you're interested in and you're doing this and you're doing that. If you have that mindset at a convention, then it'll take you probably 2 to 3 days to do everything that you specifically want to do. And it's a 4-day convention. 1 day, you can blitzkrieg, you can do stuff like that. And like if your main thing is just going to pick up new stuff, going to buy stuff, sure, I think you could probably do it in 1 day. But there's the possibility that you won't be able to buy some things because you won't be able to get in line for everything. And then you have to wait in line for everything. And you're literally eating away time just standing in line queuing up. So I don't think you can do everything in 1 day. I would say 2 is the absolute bare minimum. If you want to experience any level of the convention other than just going to buy stuff, 2 days minimum, if not 3. Nuno Lucas says, "I love Wii. That's sweet, right, Sam?" Yes, that is.
We did a Stronger Marriage series with our church.
And that's what the WE stands for. Yes. It stands for we as in we.
A lot of people say, I love us, and I say that too.
Yeah.
But us doesn't pay the bills. Us doesn't plan vacations. Us doesn't, it isn't a word that has an action attached to it.
Right.
We is followed by a verb, which followed by an action.
Yep.
So I love we.
Yep, that's cool.
Sam got it for me. He has a matching one, but he didn't wear it.
I don't have a matching one. They didn't have my size.
I thought you got you one.
No, they didn't have my size.
You just got me one. You're sweet.
What is we and why do you love we? Well,
know,
there you go,
right?
Tom.
Look
She
at that.
just explained it.
Isn't that great? I really liked that whole theory of this Stronger Marriage series that we did. Mm-hmm. First off, there was so much about that I loved. But
it's true.
The we part really kind of hit home.
Yeah.
We is followed by an action. I love when we go camping.
Yep.
I love us camping is like passive. Like, you know.
Yep.
So. I know, I have issues. I have all kinds of issues.
My goodness, Matthew.
Oh, dear.
Matthew says he's going to the Nerdalesque show this year. I will not be there.
What is the Nerdalesque show?
I'm assuming it is akin
Burlesque.
to burlesque.
Burlesque nerds? Oh, dear Pete, no.
Have fun, brother. I don't think I'll be there.
Oh, I hope
don't
that's
have too
not
much
really
fun,
a
though,
thing.
because that'll get you in trouble. We sat and played it. They're going back and talking about Noon Attack, I believe. On a whim and was surprised by how much I liked it. I ended up playing it again the following day. Cool.
Nice.
Sam, if you don't ask for review copies, how do you get them? Well,
thank you. Also,
we purchase them. We purchase games that some of the games that we review on the channel. That's just the long and the short of it. Many of them, yeah. But
you do have some connections with some set publishers who will send you things. So,
like for example, I usually don't have to ask for anything from 25th Century.
They will send
I have a good relationship with them, and they just send me stuff. Often they send me a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they send us these
and they send all the new stuff. Like I have 2 games that they're about to take to Kickstarter here, Razzia and Raw and Right. I have both of those. They send them to me. So those are 2 games that I'm taking with me to GenCon so that I can play them with people there. There are Arcane Wonders is really good about sending stuff. I have a good relationship with Bree and with Robert and with Ryan Bruns, and so I have good relationships with people that are in the industry, and I'm sure that most of them would give a review copy to me, but I don't go in expecting it because the channel is small. And I, they have to, it is an investment for them.
Right.
So you have to be careful with it. At what point can you begin asking for free review copies? Just mostly curious how it works. I would not say that there's a hard line.
I don't think Sam's going to be the person, even in the future, to directly ask for a review copy, just based on your personality. I don't think you're going to be like, oh, this is a great game. I'd love a review copy. I don't think that's what you do.
Well, there are...
I mean, if people offer, it's different.
Sure. Well, no, it depends on my relationship with the people.
Yes. No, I agree.
With the publisher.
I agree.
Like, there are some publishers that I'm like...
I would love to play
I see
this.
something that they're coming out with, and I'm like, I'd love to help you out.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. I will solicit that way.
Yes.
But I feel like I need to have that relationship already.
I agree.
And
you're not going to go up to a new publisher that you don't know, but a game that you really, really like.
I'm also of kind of, it makes me feel old saying this, but I'm kind of old guard at this point. Yeah. I'm not the new people that everybody knows about. So a lot of the new publishers that are sprouting up with they don't even know who I am. Mm-hmm. And some of them don't even know who the Dice Tower is, which, in my opinion, I don't care if you know who I am. But if you don't know who the Dice Tower is, you're not doing your homework. Period. End of discussion, full stop. The Dice Tower is the largest review channel in the industry right now. Mm-hmm. And really, they are second to almost none. Mm-hmm. And if they are second to somebody, that's basically just a preference of the person that says, I like these other people better. As far as sheer content, the amount, I don't think anybody's holding a candle. So if you don't know who the Dice Tower is and you're a publisher, shame on you. And I mean that. I do. Because you need to know who the largest board game reviewers are if you're making board games. That's the long and the short. And I'm not saying that because I'm part-time on the channel. I'm saying that because I think that's good business. You need to know who's going to be doing that. So I don't know, to answer your question, Derek, I don't know that there is a number of subscribers or a number of downloads or whatever that would tell me, okay, now I can start asking people carte blanche to give me a review copy of a game, because it would be a good investment for them. It's not necessarily a good investment. If they give me a party game, good luck, because I'm not really a party gamer. If it's a family weight game, because that's what I'm really playing the most of right now, that might be a good thing, because the likelihood of us playing it a lot and having a lot to say about it is pretty high. But, it just depends. It just depends. He gets them through sheer awesomeness. Right.
Yes.
Don't think so.
I agree.
Eric says he's in the Nerdlesque show. I'm definitely not going.
I don't know what that even means, but I'm going to have to say
going.
no.
I
don't know.
I
know a lot of my nerd friends, and the word burlesque does not match with any of them.
I wouldn't even go blindfolded with my fingers in my ears. I wouldn't do that. Derek, he doesn't need help, LOL. That is true. Bushman does not need any help at all.
Strider, chill.
Come see my... No. I'm not even going to read that. Stop. I'm not going to read it. Matthew, Sam, your channel might be small now, but you are probably one of the fastest growing channels as well. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. But, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see here. Century is a good company to have on your side. Well, I really like the people.
Yeah.
And I really like the direction their company is going in with the kinds of games that they put out and that kind of stuff. So I'm very happy to call them friends, and I hope that they can continue to do that with me as well. Derek says, I buy all my own board games, but I can't even begin to purchase all the new and latest games.
Oh, no, you can't. There's no way.
So that makes it difficult to have a review channel that keeps up with the latest and greatest.
You can't.
Well, that's one of the things that I can't do. Here's the thing. The Dice Tower can't do it either. And they have
many people.
A lot of people working for them.
Yeah.
They can't keep up with everything. So how in the world am I going to expect to?
Right.
No, absolutely can't do it. So you have to pick and choose. And that's pretty much why I do lists like I do, so that I can focus what I want to look at, and I can bring what I like to light. Because if you're watching my channel, the likelihood is that A, you like the same type of games that I do, or B, you don't like the same type of games that I do. So if I like something, you probably won't. Both of those scenarios have value. So if I cover the things that I like, that will help you, whether you like what I like or you don't like what I like. And that's what we're doing.
Can we go back to your lists? You have a list now? I'm always a list maker, and you make fun of me.
This is work, though. You do it for fun. That's weird.
But it's the same thing.
I know.
Like, you have to make a list.
I'm always surprised when people in the hobby don't know the Dice Tower. Well, I can okay, look, from a publisher's point of view, I absolutely agree with you. If you're a publisher and you don't know who the Dice Tower is, you haven't done your homework. Or you need to you haven't
do more
you haven't been paying attention. You haven't been paying attention. If you are a consumer and you don't know who the Dice Tower is, that I can understand. There's so much content out there right now. I can see where it'll get, you get focused in on this channel and that channel, and so whatever. But I kind of get where you're coming from, but I can see from one side how, consuming board game content is like drinking from the fire hose right now. So if you get stuck on one fire hose, it's easy to miss a couple others. What? I mean,
sure.
Just following the analogy. But from a producer, from a publisher's standpoint, you should be looking for the biggest people first, foremost, because that's where you're going to get the largest number of views. If you send them a game and they play your game, that's where you're going to get the largest number of views with just one game. You'll get more views if it's covered by the Dice Tower than if you send it to 5 other channels. Mm-hmm. And so if you're a publisher and you don't know who the Dice Tower is, yeah, you need to get dialed in a little bit more. You, Sam Healy, a well-known Dice Tower member, isn't in the place to ask for review copies says a lot. I respect your attitude, though. I appreciate that. And again, that might just be...
It's kind of who he is.
Me. If somebody has a channel that has 7,000 subscribers and they're putting out content every day like we try to do, I'm not here to say that they shouldn't go ask for review copies, because what's the worst that can happen? They say no. And then you end up buying it anyway.
Stop it.
Striker.
It's like licky.
So I'm not trying to tell other people that they shouldn't go ask for stuff.
That's just who Sam is.
It's just me, because it's something quirky about me. I even felt weird asking people for free stuff when I was with the Dice Tower.
Yeah.
Because just because. I can't really explain why.
That's
now, if we were closing down the booth,
right,
and there was a bunch of stuff that we didn't know what to do with, I was the first one to raise my hand and say, "Okay, can I find somebody to go give it to?" Mm-hmm. I'll go give stuff away all day and twice on Sunday. But asking for something for free is something weird to me. Dice Tower only has 339,000 subscribers.
Right.
Sam, you need
Just
to catch up.
Just a few.
I'm trying. I'm not trying to compete with them in any way, shape, or form. There's no way.
We coexist and we love them.
That is absolutely
They're all
correct.
good people too.
They are. Be kind to your crappy phone, Bush. Yeah. Stupid phone.
I understand that.
Mary Beth says, hey, I'm a list maker too. Surprise.
Of course she is. Of course you are. Because you're one of those people I like a lot.
Derek says, my wife makes lists and it drives me crazy. Well, it depends on what the lists are about.
I don't give him a list of things that have to be done. Always.
Careful. I specifically remember.
I made a list. I made a list of things that had to be done around the house, and I sent it to him in an app. And I was like, hey, these are things that we haven't gotten to, and they have to be done probably in the next 6 months. He hasn't done any because he's like, I'm not doing a list. You're not going to give me a honeydew list. So they're still sitting there, and they haven't been done.
Let's see here.
I have a list all the time.
Tom Vasil is probably the most well-known reviewer in the board game hobby and perhaps most respected also.
He's a very good person.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
He's a good person.
Tom says, I know an order of an FLGS that won't watch the Dice Tower because he doesn't like them. My thought is that they have a huge influence. I would want to know what they are talking about. Well, no, there's... Again, I don't know the FLGS. I don't know why they have a beef with the Dice Tower or what that beef is. But in the past, I know a lot of store owners. When I was working with the Dice Tower, I also talked to a lot of store owners. And a lot of store owners that I talked to said that they didn't want to... show Dice Tower videos in their store because they advertised their sponsor at the time, Cool Stuff Inc., which was an online competitor.
Right, got it.
And so they didn't want to advertise an online competitor in their brick and mortar store because that's a conflict of interest.
Right, no, that makes sense.
So that's why a lot of store owners didn't play Dice Tower videos in their store. But, you know. Wesley Hawes is here. Hello, Wesley. Good to see you. Matthew Rose says, I got a word for you, Sam. Integrity. I don't understand why.
Because he's saying you have integrity,
Oh.
honey.
Oh, well, thank you. Well... I just didn't understand why he's that way.
I'm like, because that's who you
Sundancer Girl says, don't be jelly. What? About making lists?
are. It just means we're organized.
Oh, I ain't jelly.
We're planners.
No. I don't give Tom lists to do either.
See? There's no point in giving him a list. It's just not going to happen. But I make lists for me.
Don't say it that way. There's no point giving him a list.
You're not a list person when it comes to stuff around the house. I am a list person.
If I see something that needs to be done and it is impeding me from doing what I need to do, I will get it done. But if it is not impeding my... then I'll get to it later. That's what I do. Great to have Jesse here today. Makes up for missing this coming Saturday's routine.
I know. I tried to tell him. I was like, can't we do something so that I can, like, I run it and you zoom in or something? Isn't there some way we can do it?
I still don't know what my shift is going to be at GenCon.
I know.
So...
Because I was like,
I know I'm going to be working an 8-hour shift, but I don't know
exactly.
I know I've requested morning shift, but I don't...
I would love to be able to do something. I like our Saturdays.
Yeah. Great to have Jesse here today.
Look, oh, my hands are super clammy.
they
Did
are.
you notice that? I noticed it when I went to like touch you. It like peeled off here.
That's disgusting. No, stop. Strider is looking over here, giving me the look like, what are you two doing? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I makes
He's
me
right
laugh.
over here. Strider's just chilling.
He was like licking on his own foot for an hour. It makes me crazy. I can't stand that sound.
Don't you know who I am? Says Sam in that haughty Max voice.
Oh yeah, that's it was. You
Speaking
matched it.
which-
You totally did.
Yeah.
Max.
Max is over there looking at us. Human, I want you to open this door. I need to go defecate.
No, he just wants you to open the door. He's not gonna go in there.
No, he will. He will. He was already like looking at me and going over there, and I went over there, opened the door, and he runs out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He's not gonna go anywhere. I mean, I could go and let him in, but I don't think he needs to.
If I don't make a list for me, I won't get things done.
Yes.
I'm easily overwhelmed. With a list, I check off one
Yep.
item at a time.
Yep. I have to have a list. I have a list.
Mm-hmm.
I've already started a list for our camping trip, which is next week.
I don't ask for stuff. I wait for offerings. Consequently, I don't have much stuff. That's it. I get handed a list and then immediately say thank you and toss it in the trash.
Who was that? Who's that? Tom? Who says that?
Matthew Rose.
Oh, Matthew.
Bob Rock says he finally
Yeah.
played PAX Vikings. Not that hard to learn. Great game. Thank you for saying that. I have PAX Viking over there on the shelf, and I have not. The rule book scares me, frankly. That's one of the reasons I haven't played it yet. I also purchased it, so I don't have a. I have a desire to play it, but I don't feel like I need to play it for the channel. So other things for the channel take precedence over it, but I do want to get it played because it does look cool. What games did you play at game night? I played King of Monster Island
No, that was fun.
with 5 people, and we lost on the third difficulty level. They have 3 monsters in the game, and both of them have an easy and a hard side. So we played the second level monster on the easy side, which is level 3 for difficulty, and we got our butts kicked. We've already razzed him enough, but we might have won if Dante hadn't stayed at the aid station the entire time, just kept healing himself. But because we did get the monster down to like 6 health from 25, and Dante just kept healing himself. Well,
It was the first time he played the game.
he was healing himself. He spent 1 turn healing himself, but
See?
that was 1 turn out of I think 4 turns that he got. So I said, some people go to the front line, some people stay at the aid station.
Oh, stop.
That's
It was
just the way it
funny.
goes.
I don't even remember what I played. That was kind of a blur.
You played
I played Bonsai.
Cottage Garden,
I played Cottage Garden. Oh, I loved that.
and you played Bonsai.
Um,
I don't know what else you
I don't
played.
know what else I played.
You played a game with us. What did you play with? Tangram City.
Oh, love that one.
You played Tangram City. I don't know what else you played.
Vanessa. She said she hasn't played a board game, a physical board game in 2 weeks.
What?
It's the longest drought I've had in a while. Vanessa, get a game to the table this weekend. Or this week.
No,
Today's Saturday. Today's not Saturday. Today's Monday.
Today's Monday.
It confuses me being here with him when it's not a Saturday.
Let's see. I played King of Monster Island. I played Green Team Wins. I played Just One. I played Tangram City. And can't remember what I played after that.
I don't know. It was a nice game night. I don't remember what I played, though.
Other games that were
I
played
liked that Cottage Garden. That was
was
fun.
Isle of Sky. I saw Isle of Sky being played after the Empire was being played. I think some other people were playing. Nar got played.
Oh, I played Nar.
Wine Cellar got played. Yeah, I can't remember the other ones, but a lot of different games got played this weekend.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was a good time. Why didn't you start this channel when you first moved to Washington? Could you have managed it while working for Mythic Games? I don't think I could have.
He was working full time.
I was working a full
nose down
40-hour plus weeks with
barely.
Mythic Games, doing a lot of different things for them. When you have multiple campaigns running at the same time, you have a lot. Like half of my day was just checking and keeping up to date on the comment threads on each of those campaigns.
And it wasn't the right time for him.
Sure.
Like,
yeah, no, it wouldn't.
This needed to be the right time, and it was. This is, yep.
So, it just wouldn't have worked. Cats are stupid. I agree. He has his moments. Don't get me wrong. Like right now, he's being pretty chill, but he definitely has a pissed off look on his face. He's literally sitting by his door, where his litter box and food and water is. We have it closed because that's also where the water or the heat pump is, and it makes a lot of noise.
The heat pump's outside.
Whatever that thing is.
Furnace?
Sure. We call it a heat pump.
The heat pump is outside.
Yeah, you also don't call it central heat and air. You call it a heat pump, and it's an air conditioning unit.
No, it's not.
We've already had this discussion.
Don't jump into that bag.
Oh, he's going to. Now that you did it.
Did you say that?
No.
Did you hear him? Don't jump into the bag.
Yeah, he looks
And
at
I'm
you
wearing
like,
a black shirt, so I don't even want you near
he
me.
looked at you and he's like, you can't tell me what to do, human. I am your master, not the other way around. Anyway, you guys call things stupid things up here. I don't know what it is. Love from Sarajevo for you two. Off to bed. It's freaking 2 a.m. here. See you later, Bob. Take care, buddy. Are you feeling all right? Haven't played a Viking-themed game yet? Well, as I said before, he's talking about PAX Viking.
I gotcha.
The rule book put me off because it is a thick rule book, and I just haven't. I need to go back and read the rule book.
Or maybe we could do, whatever.
Why is the PAX Viking a priority for the channel? I've not heard of it until now. Because the only reason it's not a priority for the channel is because it's a game that I bought, and it's an older game, so I think I just contradicted my entire.
Right, because you do Throwback Thursdays and Throwback Tuesdays.
But it's not that old.
No.
It's not like 10 years old. It's only like a couple of years old. So I don't think people will be
stop.
interested in the content, and it wasn't given to me as a review copy. That's why it's a low priority for the channel. If it were given to me for the channel, it would be on that table. But it's not. It's on my shelf. Mm-hmm. Because I purchased it because I wanted it, not necessarily because the channel would have benefited from it.
I think I messed up. I think I put some things we purchased back on that table. Sorry.
Indeed.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry.
Take it easy, Bob. Bob is in Sarajevo? Wow. I think that's just something that he does because he wants me to watch Scream for Me Sarajevo. And it's just another way for him to poke. I can try, but there aren't any meetups scheduled, and a handful of my friends will be at GenCon. You just need to go to GenCon then. Most recent game I played is Tumbling Dice. Does that count? Yes, it's a game, and it's a fun one as well. It's a dexterity game, but it's still fun. Home after 3-hour commute. Thank you, Mr. President. LOL. The reason he had a 3... Austin is not 3 hours away from
Was
San
there
Antonio.
visiting? Yeah.
Yeah, President Biden was visiting Austin.
It shuts the cities down. I know.
Yep.
I've been stuck in Seattle for that.
Sam, have you played the new cottage cheese on tomatoes with salt and pepper? What? No? Cottage cheese on tomatoes with salt and pepper? Well, oh wait, that was my snack today. Wow. Just found out my heat pump is broken, Derek says. $12,000 to replace it.
I don't like that. That won't work. Is it made of gold?
That sounds high. Yeah, that does sound high. Oh, okay, it's Canadian dollars. It's a 3-ton pump.
That's a big pump. Though.
Give the rule book to JT so he can teach it to you. That is something that we do.
We do.
And I will not...
We honestly do that.
I will not be shy about stating that.
Right.
Thick rule book.
JT, read
heavier
this.
game.
Teach this to me.
That is exactly what I did with this. I said, JT, I bought this.
Read it.
It's going to be right down your alley. Teach me how to play it.
Yep.
He read the rule book, played it twice solo and once with his wife, and then he came back and taught me how to play it. So we absolutely do that because he consumes and ingests rule books much better than I do. Derek, is it made of gold? A golden heat pump. Well, of course it's made of gold. You take me for, ruffian. Foible War Games. What's up? Hey, Sam. Only just rediscovered you, and I'm loving it. Cool.
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you for being here. The Bigger Ben is here. What's up? What's up? Hey, I am from Sarajevo. Yeah, okay. I'm not disagreeing with you. I just think it's funny. Wish I had a JT in my life. Yeah.
He's a good person to have around.
I don't take him for granted, that's for sure.
One of my favorite family.
Let's see here if I missed anything. I have not. Go ahead.
When I moved over here, I had people in my life that were friends that became family. I called them family. And I had a big family of friends that became people that I know and love enough to be family. And JT and Mel and Doug and Emily are rapidly becoming part of that Eastern Washington branch. Wished Tom and Mary Beth lived up here because they would totally be part of my family too. But I'm slowly growing my friends that are family again.
Yeah.
I'm rebuilding
We
friends that are
also
family.
played the Ticket to Ride Legacy
Yes.
with Doug and Emily
Yes.
yesterday. They came over. We played 4 games of it, 4 out of the 12. So we're 1/3 of the way through it. This is the 3rd time they've played through the game.
Right. They bought 3
They bought 3
Legacy
copies
games.
and they played it through with this. We are their 3rd set of people to play through it. So I'm gonna try to get JT to play it.
He
try.
likes Legacy games.
He likes Legacy games. He hates Ticket to Ride. I talked to a guy down at Printed Meeple who said he hates Ticket to Ride, but he loved the Ticket to Ride Legacy game. So I don't know. After playing 4 games of it, I could see JT enjoying it. But I don't know how deep his hatred for Ticket to Ride goes. It could go pretty deep. The reason he hates it so much is because he's burnt out on it. His family always wanted to play Ticket to Ride. And after a time, it's kind of like with me and Dominion. I don't dislike deck building games. I quite enjoy them. But everybody wanted to continue playing Dominion over and over and over and over and over and over. And after a while, I was just like, no, I'm not going to play that game anymore because I just didn't want to. And I think that's the same way with JT and Ticket to Ride. Everyone needs a rule book reading friend. I don't have one, Derek says. Doug, Hello, Doug. Not Doug. Doug, you. Finally got Memoir 44 based on your old Dice Tower review videos. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Oh, super.
Very cool. Very cool. It's a great game. It's a great game. There are so many food games out there. I thought that was funny. Yeah, it was. Let's see.
Oh, fire for the Fireside chat. I can work on that.
Oh, dear.
Max, stop.
No, he doesn't want to. He's pissed off.
That's a great idea. I will work on fire for the Fireside chat. We'll roll in my fireplace right here. It'll fit right behind your chair.
No, it won't.
It will. You just can't move your chair.
I will be like this.
It would fit.
And it wouldn't even be in the screen. It wouldn't even be in the shot.
All right, I'll work on that.
Let's see here. Maybe you could make a list of fire solutions for Sam. I've got a list of fire solutions. They would not be conducive to keeping our home. But
I don't like that, especially because one of the things on your list was to fix our smoke detectors.
there you go.
So let's not do anything.
Let's see. Maybe
We do not have functioning smoke detectors.
we should just
I feel
call these
super bad.
Fireless Side Chat. That
I
doesn't
know.
have a ring to
I know,
it, though.
but I'll work on. I'll get something for Sam to have a Fireside chat.
What are outdoor air fling people called outdoor air fling people?
Fling, F-L-I-N-G, or flying?
Tablet playing digital fire on it.
Yeah, I can come up with something.
What are outdoor fling people things called? How does that make any sense?
But
I
with
don't even
fire.
But with fire. I don't understand that.
Max, oh my God.
I swear. Max is on crack, everybody.
He's literally losing his mind. I would pick him up, but one, he would fluffify my shirt, and two, he's
Well,
literally
maybe let him
crazy
in
right
there.
now.
Maybe let him in the door. Maybe he's like got to go poop so bad he's losing his freaking mind.
All right. No, his eyes are all dilated. He just wants to play. Maxie.
No, I think he wants to go poop because he just ran.
Fine,
in
I'm
there.
going to leave you in there.
Yeah, he's gonna scratch at the door in about 5, 4, 3. Anyway, you could do a green screen behind you that has a fireplace. Yeah, that means I would have to put up a green screen. Not gonna.
I'll
do
come
that.
up with something. I can't get back in.
Those promotional things at car dealerships.
Huh?
Oh, I get it. The little,
Oh, I got it. Yeah,
but with fire.
sure. I think they have a thing. I think they. I've got
something
some
that's-
teeth.
That's something can.
Can you scooch over so I can get back in?
Oh my gosh! Yes, Captain
I can't fit. I can't get back
Demandy
in.
Pants.
I can't get.
In 3 weeks, no more commuting.
Ooh.
The big white thing with arms.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about.
They have. I'm working on it. I got thoughts. I'm gonna make a list.
Great.
My hands are cold. I'm freezing in
Derek
here.
says, "Yep, Bush makes no sense."
I know what you're talking about now. Air people.
Air floppies.
They have a name.
Yeah, air floppies. It's like danger logs.
Okay.
And murder noodles.
I'm gonna have to make dinner pretty soon.
They have a name.
They do have a name. I don't
I've
know what
heard
they
them
are.
called wacky dancers.
Oh,
Vanessa says.
that's pretty good.
We'll go with that. She's pretty smart. Wacky dancers it is. I don't know. All right. We are going to do a pseudo unboxing. Because even though JT said I could do an unboxing of this,
It's his game.
it's his game. And
Yeah.
I feel weird opening a game with him not being here. So
Yeah.
we're going to open the box
Just show what he got.
And show what he got.
And then let the rest sit. Don't do
let
any
the
more.
rest sit.
Okay,
That is correct.
idea. Is it a heavy box? Can I lift it?
I don't know if you can or not, but don't show their address.
I know.
Let me go get...
I got one here and one here. These sides can't.
Huh?
Dámelo. Give me one.
Just give it here. I'll.
There's one here and one here.
Okay, give it here. Where? Oh, right here.
Right there, right there.
Make sure that can't be seen. And that. That's pretty good. Oh, you did it. Good job.
I just did it that way.
All right. You could see Tom's address during his unboxings. I know. And he quickly started changing that after weird things started showing up at the house.
Oh, that's creepy.
Well, it was always harmless things.
Yeah, I know,
but it's still kind of weird, yeah. But anyway.
Okay, you feel better?
Air dancers. There you go.
Air dancers.
Lewis says, Sam, I'm going to ask you something later. Look for my text.
Cool.
Will do. Dice Tower left yesterday to drive to GenCon. Have you done that drive with them? No. Usually they fly. I don't know why they're driving. They might be driving to save money.
I don't know.
I mean, airfare to GenCon was stupid expensive.
I'm stuck again.
And stop getting up.
Well, I fixed the cat problem.
What cat problem?
He was scratching.
You didn't fix the cat problem. He's still here. You've sent every viewer stickers. We know where you live.
I know.
Well, but that's us. I don't want to give away JT's thing. All right, so here we go.
Nobody can see anything. There's no camera. Oh, are you just going to do the bottom? Max, calm down.
I saw this at the Hot Games room at Dice Tower East. Roar. You didn't see it. Oh, hush.
Oh, don't.
Cookie crisp. I'll show this one first. Boom. He got Shipwrights of the North Sea, the redo, which actually I'm kind of interested in because I enjoyed Shipwrights. And it was one of those games that got kind of universally panned by people. But I actually enjoyed it. So I'm cool that this is a redo. Completely new, reimagined game designed to replace the original release of Shipwrights of the North Sea. The original game is not required to play this new redo version.
Cool.
I think that's kind of like, that's the closest a publisher would say from, yeah, that sucked. This is it instead. That's the closest you'll ever get.
This is our better version.
Yeah, don't play that, play this.
1 to 5 players, so that means that my whole family can play.
Eco-friendly paper for the cards. That means lesser quality.
Don't know that. Nope.
That's what
No.
Forest Shuffle did.
Nope. Zip it.
Just saying.
You can't predict that. You don't know.
That's true. I don't, and we're not going to crack the
Seal.
The seal to check.
We're just going to show you what he got.
He got Shipwrights of the North Sea redo. We'll even put it on the doink, just like that, so you can kind of see that. Matter of fact, I will zoom in closer so you can get a better look at it.
I just blocked your path.
No, it's
sorry.
Whoa. Extreme close-up. Whoa! I know it's out of focus. Give me a minute. Just give me a minute. There we go. So that's Shipwrights of the North Sea redo. Quite shocking that this came in. JT is a Garfield Games fanboy. Just way it is. Derek S. says, my stickers are currently in Los Angeles, went south before coming to me.
Oh, yeah, that
wow, that's
happens. Weird. It makes me crazy when I track it. And I'm like...
Yeah, he's up in Canada, so...
Yeah.
That's
gotta go to like the...
Gotta go to the hub.
And then it'll ship out. Yeah, it makes no sense.
They were stopping halfway for something. Yeah, they're probably going to... Oh! I think they were going to a store.
Somebody else said that. Keep reading.
They stopped at a game store in Duluth. Yeah, that's what they did. I remember now. That's cool. Anyway, this is Shipwrights of the North Sea. It just gives you an idea of what the game looks like and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. We'll probably end up playing it on the channel because I want to play it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I liked the original version. Other people didn't, so maybe that will be something that I'll enjoy. The other thing he got in was his copy of... Oh, wait, this way. Slay the Spire. Oh, why am I not on that stupid thing?
What are you doing?
I don't know. I thought I had it in there, but Slay the Spire. Contention Games. They are traveling via the Dice Tower mobile. That should have your name on the credits. In fact, all Viking games should do that. I don't know about that.
As played by Sam Healy.
I wish they'd stop near Pittsburgh, but I know it's too far east. It is. Didn't Tom open up a package of Sam's underwear once? No.
Not yours.
Wasn't mine.
No.
He might have opened somebody's underwear, but it wasn't mine. Because why would I have my underwear sent to Tom's house? That makes 0 sense. Anyway, Slay the Spire is a new one that JT is really really pumped about. I saw this being set up and set up during Dice Tower East, and it has a lot of stuff in it. I mean, it's basically just a dungeon crawl, and it's a journey thing where you go through here and you have different encounters with different things. Just from looking at it, I've never played the game. You've got a boss, and you've got a lot of different minions, and you've got your
And
own
the table
characters.
was busy the whole time at the Hot Games booth.
Yeah, this one was a smash in the Hot Games room. So that's what he got in, but again, not going to Technology and Sam, Oil and Water. That is absolutely correct, Eric. Helps to switch shots. If JT would ever show up at a game event, we could give Shipwrights a try, Doug says.
All right, we'll make it happen.
This week he was on his way to visit family.
He's in family, visiting family.
So, yeah.
They're busy.
Well, it's not that they're busy. They start playing games, and then they lose track of time.
Right.
And they're like, oh, well, it's too late to go now.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Cracks me up.
They were like, oh, we were going to come, and then we played a game.
Yeah.
And then we forgot.
And then we forgot. And then we got tired.
We got there, and then it was bedtime.
Yeah, I don't have any experience with the IP either. The IP, I believe, is a video game. And I have 0. If it's a video game, I've probably not played it. So this one is like completely under the radar for me because I never played the thing, never don't have any experience at all with it. But as you can see here, there's 450 art sleeves, 650, more than 650 cards, 112 small cards, 26 large cards, player boards, main boards, merchant board, hit point board, 113 tokens.
I think I will let you and JT play that.
It's just one of those things where it's got everything in the kitchen sink in it, you know what I mean?
For my brain.
So there you have it, Slay the Spire. That's what's in. Again, it's a kind of a it's kind of an unboxing because we unboxed it.
We're just showing you what he got.
Yeah.
That's all.
This is what JT got. So
It's
we'll be
called
showing it
Show and
later
Tell.
on. Show and tell. There you go. Not an unboxing. Oh gosh, that thing is heavy.
Show and tell.
I have friends who prefer replaying games over and over. I like to buy and try new stuff. Does JT or you get grief for buying so many new games all the time? No.
Nope.
I
I
don't
support
give
him
JT,
all the time.
JT does whatever he wants
And
with his stuff.
If Sam says I'm buying a game, I go, okay. I won't say no.
I will. I will expect you to say no sometimes if it's not a good time to buy it, which is important. So
Right. There might be something that says, that's a great idea. We'll buy it next week.
Yeah.
Like, just give me a week, but I won't say no. I support him. We'll do it. You need to buy a game, we buy a game. You want to buy a game, we'll buy a game.
Tom says, I think it needs more cards.
I know. 650 plus, and then there was a whole other 111 something, and I was like, oh, I don't think I've.
What games did you get? I didn't get anything. This JT and Mel are out of town.
Yes.
And this showed
This
up
was
at their
their
doorstep,
package that
and
came
so I
in.
went over and picked it up, and we're holding it at their house at our house until they get back. That's all. I mean, grief from friends versus your wife. Some people don't want to learn new stuff. That's understandable. That's one of the reasons why I don't usually take a lot of new games to game nights. Because
And I've been doing just that, so.
well, it's not that. It's not necessarily that. I'll take a new game if it's of a certain weight.
Right. I've been doing.
Because it'll be easy to teach and
I
people
have-
will grab a
yes.
hold of it and all that kind of stuff.
I've also realized over these past 2 months, I am not good at teaching games. I'm not. I teach preschool just fine. I am not good at teaching games. So I've been bringing games to game night when Sam was out of town. Games that I specifically know I can play pretty well, pretty easily. But that being said, even though I know how to play this game and I know how to play it well, I am terrible at teaching it.
Not necessarily.
Dante explains them better.
No. Okay.
And that's Dante, y'all.
Okay. Here's the thing. No. I think that some people are better at explaining games than other people are. Yes. But that doesn't mean that you're bad at it. It just means that because here's the thing. When Daphne and Dante tell you that you're not good at explaining games, that means absolutely zero to me. Mm-hmm. Because I've watched them argue with each other
In the middle of
about
a
how to explain this game to somebody else.
Yeah, well.
So that means nothing to me. And how they explain games is not always that great either.
It goes along with a lot of the things that I love about games, like the moments, and oh, you're going to play this card over here, and then you're going to move these things up on the track, and then you get points. And everyone looks at me, and they go, well, how do you do that? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I just told you. Like, I thought it was clear, because in my head, it was super clear. So I'm not very good at it. So all the games I've been bringing to game nights are games that I can play easily. But I still can't teach them.
Yeah, you can. You just need more practice. Like, I mean, one of the only reasons that I'm anywhere decent at teaching games is because I've been explaining how games are played for years.
No, I understand that.
So the more practice you have at it, the better you'll
Okay,
become.
I'll practice.
I'm just saying. We could even just
I know, we need to
let
practice.
you practice here at home.
We need to. I'll be like, let me try to teach you this game. And you will go,
Tom says we're holding it hostage. No, that's not what we're doing. An unintended package in Wenatchee is likely to get eaten by a bear, more
Coyote.
so than stolen by a porch pirate. That's absolutely not true. We have
We're
a
not
lot.
that rural.
No, we aren't. And the crime is emanating from where it's normally at. Because
Okay, speaking of the crime,
we get ring notifications
Yeah.
a lot of times
of things in our neighborhood.
of things in our neighborhood,
Yeah.
things in neighborhoods that are just a couple miles away
Yeah.
that are being stolen by porch pirates. It's not has nothing to do with any of that. We are in a more rural area, and it's less likely to happen out here, but it doesn't mean that it won't.
So in the toddler room, I was in the room with the little babies today.
Yeah.
There's a huge crack. Have you seen that on that back window?
Yep.
The whole window is literally held together with packing tape.
Cool.
And as I'm in the class today, I see 2 big man-sized handprints on the outside of the window. Like somebody tried to push in on that brake to see if it would break.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow.
I'm like, well, that's cool.
Did you show that to your
I told Marguerite right away.
people in charge? Yeah. Because that.
I was like, it looks like, because they were spaced, it wasn't like, just like when you, well, first off, there's no reason anybody should be up against that wall. It's not like a common place. But there were 2 solid handprints. It looked, now, maybe they accidentally bumped into the window that's, 26 feet from the curb. I don't know.
Yeah, they tripped over
They
something
tripped.
on the sidewalk and stumbled.
Under all the bushes.
Yeah. No, that's not what happened. I'll agree with Sam. Sam's early days of teaching were hilarious. I'd have no idea what he was talking about. He's
That's awesome.
almost gotten better, he says.
That's funny.
I think, Lewis, that's what Matthew was saying. He said, I will pick up some games for Lewis, but if he hands me a list, you know where it's going.
Yeah, it was super kind of freaky.
Spurs fan just points to nose. Yes, exactly.
Right on spot.
Yep.
Yeah, I was kind of freaked out, Vanessa.
I
Because
would be
I'm
too.
inside the classroom and I was, holding little children up to the window and we're looking for birds. And
Haven't
I'm
you
like,
found people sleeping in your?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
In the back by where the people or staff parks, there was somebody sleeping in a cardboard box for about a week before we discovered him.
He was there for a week?
It was the week I was gone.
Oh. That makes sense.
When I was sick.
Yeah.
And nobody was going in and out the back door and checking things. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how long he'd been there, but he was there for at least a couple of days.
Wow.
In a box. By my preschool.
Yeah.
All right, we can.
Yep.
What else you got to talk about? Sam leaves from GenCon.
Tomorrow.
Oh.
Tomorrow night.
One of the former people you worked with is going there too.
Oh, Helena? Yeah.
Are you guys going to connect?
Oh, probably. She'll be there for AAG, I believe.
Nice.
And so that'll be. I'll try to say hi to her at the very
I
least.
think you should.
That's good. Watch the shut up.
What? Blip.
Shut up and sit down.
Blip, 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 blip.
Video how to teach board games like a pro. They are definitely some easy tips to improve teaching games.
Oh, nice.
Sam, does the Dice Tower own the Miami Dice music? That was the best review theme music ever.
Did you guys write it?
No, we didn't write it.
you
It was just
bought it.
I think it was written by somebody for it. Though.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, it's not bad.
Shut up and sit down. How to teach board games like a pro. Okay,
Shut Up and Sit Down is probably, I don't know how many subscribers they have, but they're probably a rival
Yeah, I'm not.
of the Dice Tower. Yeah, they're pretty stinking big.
I'm making a note so that I can.
Yeah, they do a lot of funny stuff, a lot of weird stuff. But card games that don't suck. That's funny. Let's go back to here and let's do their. I mean, they have a podcast and sit down. Yeah, they're actually bigger than 431,000 subscribers.
Nice.
Only 576 videos? What? How is that even possible? They do a lot of, I don't know. Oh, they have a whole bunch of links.
Got it.
But
I will look at that because I need help teaching. I really, really, really am not good at teaching games, even games I know. Don't even try to hand me a rule book and say, learn this game and then play it and teach it. That's not going to happen at all. But these are games I know and I still can't teach them. Like it was...
One day my board game dreams will come true.
I was playing Bonsai. I've played Bonsai so many times. I know how to play it. I could not word to make the explaining it. I had to have Sam come and help.
Do you have a favorite treat or food that you will definitely get at GenCon? No.
You used to like something that you said you used to look forward to. I remember you told me the first year we were married. Outside, there was an outside food booth. You told me this.
No, not at GenCon.
Oh.
At Essen, yes.
Oh, maybe.
Currywurst. Currywurst at Essen,
yes.
absolutely.
I mean, yes.
But not for
GenCon?
Not for GenCon, no.
When you go to GenCon, you should go to the place around the corner from the convention hall that's like named the senators or the presidents. The place that we ate breakfast at that you don't remember. It's where I had the blueberry coffee. And the Dice Tower crew was like there. I might have been sitting alone. You might have been sitting with them.
Why would you have been sitting alone? I wouldn't
when
have
I
left you
went to
alone.
GenCon, we were just married. I went to GenCon. We were with Mythic, and I think they were there. And you met up with them, and I hadn't even like met half of the people.
Why would I have
I
not
don't
sat
know.
with
Maybe
you?
you sat with me.
I don't think that's.
I don't remember, but I'm telling you, we went to that place called the.
You are not remembering this experience very well.
Told you, I don't word. I talk all day, but I don't word.
Do you do the GenCon pizza, Sam? No, I do not. One slice. No, I don't. Pizza is chock full of carbs, even if you get the meat. I don't do that. I don't usually eat pizza because it's
I got a new way to eat pizza.
too many carbs. Probably not going to like that either.
No, you do the crust like a baked cheese, like we do with the...
I've seen that before. That's mildly interesting, but I'm pretty sure it won't taste like pizza. It'll just taste like cheese with more cheese and pizza sauce. About 100,000 more than Dice Tower. Yep, that's true. I remember the blooper where Tom tried to say, "Hey, folks," but folks came out as another four-letter word. Yeah, you need the music. Jaws comes to mind. Theme. I watch heavy cardboard for my heavy games. One day I like to play with JT. Yep, that would be a good idea. Getting tired of AOS. I have no idea what that means. I don't know. Dice Tower gets more views than Shut Up and Sit Down because of the volume of videos. Ah, okay. JT is going on the Dice Tower cruise. That is true.
Some of the people I love the most are on that cruise.
Convention here in Vancouver. Yep. Not sure they are still holding it, though. That would be kind of bummer. I've always wanted to try to go to Shucks, but I've just never been able to get up there. I hope they still do it.
Thank you. What was this?
Matthew Vincent is here. Hello,
What was
Matthew.
the place with the spicy shrimp cocktail sauce? Wasn't that in the city of GenCon?
Yeah.
I don't remember the city.
Otherwise known as Indianapolis.
The city of GenCon. You all just shush.
Yes, that's at one of the more famous restaurants there.
I know, and I can't remember the name.
Remember the name? St. Elmo's Fire.
St. Elmo's Fire.
Or it's just called St. Elmo's. St. Elmo's Fire is the
movie.
Is the movie.
Might have to get us a bottle.
But it's called St. Elmo's. Yeah, that's one of the things JT has asked me to come back with as well.
A bottle?
Yeah. I know, actually, he said 2 or 3.
You're like, we can ship those home.
I've had a surprisingly good chicken crust pizza before.
Curious. Interesting. I'm listening.
And Vanessa said there's cauliflower crust pizzas, and those are surprisingly higher in carbs than a regular crust pizza because cauliflower is chock full of carbs. Sam opened his palm and the thumbs up displayed. I don't control it. I'm sorry.
We guess that we could turn it off.
Any cons after Dice Tower Retreat that you're going to? PAX Unplugged will probably be the last one, and that's not until December. So, and I don't even know for sure that I'm going to PAX Unplugged. It's only if Love Thy Nerd needs help. So, or if Berkey needs help. Those are the only 2 that I have. Dice Tower Retreat and PAX. Those are the last 2, and could not come sooner because I am absolutely tired of traveling at this point.
It was a rough. It started with Origins, and then we find out about your grandpa, and then we had to panic about this, and then we went on the. It was just it just compounded into some stress.
It absolutely did. Bought a couple of bottles of Wayne Gretzky's booze before leaving Canada. You can't get it here in the U.S. There's probably a reason for that. So what's happening for next 2 weeks? Well, that's about it. I'm going to GenCon, and then I come back from GenCon on Sunday. And then on Tuesday, we're leaving for a camping trip. And then we're not coming back from the camping trip until Friday. And then Friday, we've got
Game night at Steamers West.
Game night at Steamers West, and then we have another Saturday game day at church. So the next 2 weeks are going to be chock full of stuff that we're doing.
I'm hoping that Sam can do some shorts, post some shorts. I'm hoping he can do a vlog.
Hoping to.
I mean, if he showed me how, I would do something on it, but I don't know that I have that skills.
No, we really haven't had a chance to do that yet either.
So...
But yeah, basically the next 2 weeks are going to be probably sparse on content.
I could do a playthrough with the kids.
I am planning on coming back on Monday and working. Like coming back Sunday night.
I know, and
working on Monday.
I'm going to be here to help you.
Yeah, and then I don't know what time we're leaving Tuesday, but we might be able to get a video up Tuesday morning as well.
I hope so. Let's do that.
I don't know what time do we need to be there?
I don't know. We usually go in the afternoon. Like I don't think you can get into the sites until the afternoon.
Okay. So we'll probably do something Monday and Tuesday next week. We're doing something possibly tomorrow. I'm at least going to do It Belongs in the Museum tomorrow morning. I don't know that we'll be able to get in a playthrough tomorrow afternoon, but we'll see. Well, I'm not planning on leaving until later in the evening. So we should be able to have a regular Monday and Tuesday this week, and a semi-regular Monday and Tuesday next week. And I do have some edited videos
that are going to air.
this week.
There's going to be some.
And then the work I do on Monday and Tuesday next week, I should be able to get a couple of videos to go up while we're away. But just realize that the next 2 weeks are going to be hit or miss.
But I'm telling you, I wonder if I can just get YouTube on your phone. Can I do something? I don't know. I got to figure it out. I feel bad that there's no content.
No, don't worry about it. It's just the way it goes.
My hands are freezing. It's cold in here.
They're also
clammy because it's cold. Look, they're super clammy.
That's disgusting.
He loves me.
Yes, I do. Ed Belfour has a whiskey too. At least you know he drinks it. Oh, dang. Sam should go to bed early tonight. That's not going to happen.
Okay, what games can we bring to go camping? I actually put on my list that we should bring a couple of games. But it's hard because you don't know if it's going to be windy. And you don't want anything with cards.
True. There's very little that you can take camping because you don't know if you're going to have a good table.
Oh, you have a good table.
No, it's a picnic table.
Yes.
That's not a good table for board games because it's got 5 caverns of doom in it. That's not a good board gaming table. It's good for eating dinner. It might even be good for cards, but again, the wind has been stupid weird lately. So I'm not really planning on taking much.
The ones I used to bring for camping, which Sam will say is not a game, but I used to bring LCR. I used to bring that camping all the time. I used to bring Guess Who. We could play Guess Who.
Guess not.
I'm sure we have some that we could bring. It should probably be dice games so that there's not.
Yeah, so they fall through the caverns of doom on the table. Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea.
I don't know. We'll see. I have a tablecloth.
Do a vlog of Sam camping.
Oh, yes, that's going to happen.
That is something that I was actually looking at doing.
That has to happen.
Vlogging our camping trip.
Because he's super excited about camping. Him and Aiden are super, super excited about camping. So
No, I'm not worried about it. I'll go camping. I just want a place to take a shower.
I booked it's a campsite with the shower in the bathroom. Like there's a shower. As long as it works.
Hot potato, a good camping game. Yep,
Yes,
all you need is a potato and a fire.
Yep. We can't have fire. There's a burn ban going on right now in Washington because of the fires.
Put down a tablecloth, Sam. Fixes the picnic table.
I just said I have a tablecloth. And I have clips that hold the table. I have all the stuff.
We'll miss you, but hope you both have fun.
We're
Thank
going to
you,
have
Karen.
a great time. But we will miss you guys.
Or use that great game topper mat.
I know, right? I don't want to get a game topper mat dirty, but...
How big is a picnic table?
3x6, right?
Oh, the mats are 4x6, though.
This is a 3x6.
That is not a 3x6.
It's not?
What are you doing?
I can't measure it.
You measure with a box.
That I don't know what size the box is. You know,
It's certainly
look,
a 3x6.
Okay, look, this is like 4 inches. 4.
She's now measuring things with her phone.
Well, that's not doable. This is a foot. This is a
Need
foot.
it.
It's 3. This is 12 inches. This is 12 inches. That's 18 inches.
Whatever. It is 3x6. I said it wrong. It's a 4x6. It's Mycroft size, and I don't have Mycroft size tables.
I was right.
Yeah, you were right.
Yeah.
Would you like a cookie?
Do we have cookies?
Yeah.
I want a cookie. We need to.
Dominoes are good for camping.
Yes, dominoes would be good.
Too bad it's not a good game.
Quirkle. My mom loves Quirkle.
I don't mind.
We can bring Quirkle.
It's a good time for me to take a walk. Camping vlog would be hilarious.
It would be. I'm telling you, that's going to happen.
Just videos of Sam looking miserable.
Yes, that's happening.
Don't tempt me. Matthew Rose says, is this the first camping trip for Strider? Yes, it will be Strider's first camping trip.
That's going to be Sam's full-time job at the camping.
Job, yeah.
I'll be like, you're in charge of Strider the whole time.
There were poisonous insects in my last camp shower. Yeah, I always do a recon mission before I take an actual shower, just to make sure that there aren't any.
I mean, I got
eight-legged freaks in there.
I'm telling you, we have other games that I'm sure we can bring.
I watched a video that said there's nothing in the rules to include, does your person have this or that? Sam's sentence. But the trick was to eliminate half every time.
Oh, there's like party games like that we could play. Anything that's going to make my mom laugh would be fun. My mom has a great laugh. She's a lot like me. She smiles and laughs.
Dressy, turn preschool off.
I know, just because I said Guess Who. Or any of my other preschool games.
TI4, a great camping game. When you're done, it's time to go home. I mean, same sentence.
If I had
What a
room in
nice
the car,
accent.
I would say Foundations of Rome. Nothing blows away.
Roll and rights for camping.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about Raw and Right?
What about
We have a
junk
new one.
drawer?
Yes, that has a lot of cards.
Has a lot of tiles. It doesn't have as many cards.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll take some.
We will take some.
But, I mean, it's part of that whole thing of,
We just,
outside activity.
yeah, we need to have
Excuse me.
time to just, can't talk about it too much because I love camping. I love camping with my parents. There's not a lot I like to do with my parents.
We do
But
have the raw
camping
and right.
is
We
the
can take
raw
raw
and
and
right,
right.
see?
We can take that. We can take that. We can take, I don't know about Razzia. Razzia has a lot of cards in it. So we can take Forest Shuffle. Not.
You
Too many
take
cards.
Foundations of Rome, except it's going to take up half a seat.
No. No, we're not taking Foundations of Rome to camping.
It would take half a seat, like literally.
It would.
We have some that we can bring.
Do you
like-
fish? Nope. I don't have. Oh, we don't have any fishing rods. I have fished, but I do not present tense fish. And it's not that I dislike it. It's just that it's not something that we make time for. Did either of you grow up doing water sports? No.
I did swimming. I was on a swimming team. But that's not water. I mean, it is water sports. But I didn't do like water skiing or.
We
any
just
of
watched a
those
good
things.
movie last night called The Young Woman and the Sea.
Yes.
It's with Daisy Ridley. Is that
That's
her
good.
name?
I
Ridley
was
in
on
it.
swim team. And then later in life, I became a swim coach and a swim instructor.
It's the real story of Trudy Eberly,
Yeah, that was good.
first
Super
woman
good.
to swim the English Channel. So that was a good movie.
I liked it a lot.
It's on Disney Plus. Go check it out. It's good. Hopefully there won't be any rain, but I guess you'd actually want some due
We
to
have
the
a canopy.
fires.
I've camped with my canopy in the rain. I've camped with my canopy as a shade protection when it's 104. It'll be great. We have tarps. We have canopies. We could make a whole little thing. I think my parents are probably bringing canopy.
Did they get right next to us this time?
I don't remember. I have I have the site numbers, but I don't know if they're right across or right, like if they're across or next to us or 2 sites away or something, but they're close. Letting them have a site a couple of sites away is actually still a good thing. Because then when my dad needs to take a nap or he's had a little
No,
too
it
much
didn't rain
stimulation.
last year during our camping trip to the Oregon coast. Well, it did while we were on the coast. It rained a little bit one of the days, but it didn't. The first camping trip that she ever headed up was a complete wash, pun intended, because
The campsite was underwater.
our
It
campsite was
like
underwater,
3 inches
and so we
underwater.
actually ended up having to stay in a hotel with
6 of us.
was Catherine with
Yes,
us?
Catherine was with us.
With six of us, because it was me, Jess, Aiden, Catherine, Daphne, and Dante.
Yeah.
And so we all stayed in a hotel room because our campsite was underwater. Her parents' site, however, was not. So they stayed in their camping site. We stayed
Although
in a
it
hotel.
was mushy wet.
Yeah, it was gross.
And then
Very disgusting.
it did rain last time we went camping because Sam was like, we need raincoats. And we ended up going to Fred Meyer and buying everybody in the family raincoats.
Not everybody. I think we only had to buy 3.
Well, maybe we only had to buy 3. But
Because
we had
some of them had other kinds of jackets that they wore. Are fires allowed down there? Nope, not right now.
not right now. We're under a burn ban.
We are all burned.
You
banned
can
out.
use propane
Yeah.
fireplaces. So
Yep. let me ask you something. If the game says that you can ask a question, does that exclude a question that asks, does your person have brown hair? Or do they have a mustache? That is still a yes or no.
Yes, you can ask that. That's exactly what you asked. Is your person a boy? Is your person have a mustache? Although I have the... We're going to quit talking.
Yeah, quit talking. I'm pretty sure that's where
I do have all the modifications for Guess Who, so you could play kitchen appliances.
You said you were going to stop.
Monsters.
Blech. Pouring rain here today.
Yes.
I hear damp, and all I can think of is mosquitoes. I'm like an all-you-can-eat buffet for them.
Oh, yeah. I am, and Dante is.
So is Dante.
We will bring our Listerine.
Sounds so weird. You breathe on them. Is that what it is?
No, Listerine. Dante has basically an allergic reaction to mosquitoes, and his pediatrician was the one who told us, spray him down with brown Listerine, like the original Listerine, not blue, not pink, all the other colors. The old 1940s brown Listerine in a spray bottle on mist, and you just spray him, and he doesn't get bit. He smells fresh, too. He smells like Listerine. I use it, he uses it.
Yep, Listerine. You heard it right.
Truth. The brown Listerine in a spray bottle. That's what I have. And I have it in my bathroom, and it says Dante's Bug Repellent. And it's Listerine in a spray bottle. Yep. It's the only thing that keeps the mosquitoes from eating him. Not the products with DEET. Not the products with all the citronella. None of those work for him. Brown Listerine.
Exactly, Eric. He just said, okay, ...
True. I'm just saying. Spray bottle with brown Listerine.
Sam, you ever thought about having a reverse Q&A where you ask your viewers questions?
I like it. We could do that.
I mean, yeah, if they answer, but it would be kind of weird. Me sitting here answering.
No, but we do ask questions. We'll say,
Sometimes,
Vanessa,
yeah.
what did you play? Or, you know.
Sometimes. OG Listerine reeks. No wonder the mosquitoes stay away.
I'm just saying it works. So now all of you know my secret trick to not getting bit by mosquitoes. Listerine. The brown one. It can't be the blue one or the pink one or the white one.
You know what else is brown?
Psh, psh.
Nope. All right, we're going to get out of here. We have some mellophonists coming over for a section meeting. So, yay, Bob. I'd answer. You know I would. Of course you would, Eric.
Yes, you would.
Listerine is the new Windex. It works for everything.
I don't know about the Wind. I mean, yes, I know the Windex works on everything, but I'm saying Listerine.
That and Robitussin.
Try it. You won't get bit. You'll smell great.
All right, we're going to get on out of here. Thank you for joining us, folks. We appreciate you. Remember, you have 2 days left to go check out and enter our July giveaway for Agda and an insert. Laser cut and designed by our very own David Brownlee. So that video is on the channel. You can go watch that for instructions on how to enter. So if you have not yet done that, do so. You have until midnight Pacific time on Wednesday the 31st. And then we are going to make a random drawing. And then we're also going to make a top 10 list
based on what you send in.
The entries that were sent in.
Yep.
So can sticker winners win that? Yes, of course.
Yes, absolutely.
It is not in any way connected to the giveaways that we have on Tuesdays. Not any weirder than us asking you questions.
Nah.
I guess
mean,
not.
we don't. It's all good.
Yeah. All right. Take it easy. We'll see you guys and gals
As soon as we can.
on the flip side. Bye-bye.
Bye.